Now, before now, that's in our first breakfast meeting and second breakfast meeting, our guest speaker would go first and give us a few lines and tell us a few things about the topic. Then I'll do the rounding up. But today, who we have on board here is not someone that I would be sharing the mic with. He's a great friend, he's a good coach, he's one of the greatest business coaches I know. I'm going to introduce him properly with time when he comes online. So in the meantime, let's just have a conversation. Now, raising business capital is one of the major problems. It's one of the major problems of businesses. Raising business capital is one of the major problems of businesses. Now, so a lot of people don't really know how this is done. A lot of people don't know how to get this done. They don't know how to raise business capital. And if you follow the wrong routes, chances are that you're going to get heavily indebted. I don't know if you've met all those people that are always planning to. You see them with a very good idea this year. You ask them, so this is your idea. Tell me, what have you been up to? And the person says, okay, so there's this idea I have. I'm planning on doing this. I'm planning on doing this. And I think if I do this, it's going to be really awesome. And you are thinking, wow, what a powerful idea. Powerful. Now you are expecting that this person is going to go ahead, implement those ideas. But you meet a road shock. It's when you meet this person in a year or two later, and ask him, so how far this idea you told me about? And it's like, the problem is I've not gotten the required funds. So funding has always been one of the major problems of SMEs, small and medium scale enterprises. Their major problems have always been funding, right? And so what we are looking at today basically is business finance, raising capital and getting out of debt. So there will be no other person, there'll be no better person to tell us about this than my friend Abraham. All right, so but let me give you a few things that I usually tell people. Now, most times we don't understand capital. I'm going to say it again. We don't understand the word capital. Now, capital is not only money. Please take this from me. Capital is not only money. I know a lot of people think that capital is money, but I beg to disagree, right? Now, your capital can be financial, right? It could be money. Your capital could be time. Your capital could be people. People are often called social capital. People are often called social capital. So you must learn how to raise business capital for your business by understanding that, yes, you could save. Now by explaining, by reason of explanation, you could save enough money to start your business, right? You could save enough money to start your business. Now that is your financial capital. Now, but you could also get investors to invest in your business. Now, how you get investors can be very, 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 very key to the progress of your business. Because there are a whole lot of ways people raise business capital. A whole lot. Now, but a lot of people use family and friends. Talk to their friends, talk to their family, and family and friends investing in your business most times doesn't necessarily mean they understand the business. No, it doesn't. Right? Sometimes they do it. In fact, majority of the time, they do it as a sign of support. They do it as a sign of support to say, oh, go ahead, we are solidly behind you. We want to see the success of this project. So go ahead. And you see them contribute 1,000 naira, 10,000, 5,000, 100,000, and whatever the case may be, right? So that is family and friends. Some other people go ahead and look for investors. Investors. Now, investors are people that are coming into the business with the sole aim to make profits. That is why they are coming into the business. That's why they want to be a part of your business. Their intention is to make profits. So those kind of people, you have to sell the ideas to them. You have to sell the ideas to them. So if you meet an investor, for instance, that is willing and has the capacity to fund whatever business you wish to fund, the things you're looking at is, what am I offering him? What is the time duration? And how do I intend to give him benefits? Is it through dividends? Does he become a shareholder? Now, there was a platform there was a project I was working on a few years ago, and massive project. The cost of setting up the project was running into millions of naira. And as God will have it, we got an investor that was very willing. To sponsor the project completely. He was ready to bring 100% of the funds, but on one condition. And what was the condition? Very, very funny condition. The condition was that he takes 60% of the shares of the company, and my partner will take 20%, then I will take 20%. As at then, I was very naive, because looking back at time, I think if I had taken that and that business had gone on to blossom, it would have been really amazing. So most of the time, we lose out on opportunities by not realizing that they are opportunities. Now, we had an investor that was willing to take all the risk, pull in all the funds, and just with the hope of getting 60% of the profits. And I missed it. Right, so that is one of the things we talk about, getting an investor. Obviously, the investor is going to expect some form of dividend. You're supposed to know how you plan to give him back his money. However, you can go through the route of angel investors, right? Angel investors are those investors that come in and just give you money. You sell the idea to them, they love it, then they fund you without any intentions of getting anything back. These guys are just sent from above. Now, having said that, our guest speaker is here, and I would not want to delay any further. I would want to call him so he can go ahead and do justice, because today, I guess I'm a student as well today, because I'm going to be writing while he's talking. And the reason is because when it comes to business, he's one of the few persons I respect a great deal. So this is my book. I'm going to be writing, going to be doing a lot of writing. So if you don't have your pen and paper, please grab it. All right, so sorry about that. Sorry for the break. Sorry for the break in transmission. So sorry for the break in transmission. It's as a result of network failure. All right, so without wasting much of our time, I would really want to call on our guest speaker for today. And he's no other person than Mr. Abraham. Mr. Abraham Ofure Orupe. I hope I got that right. I hope I got that right. But before I go on to bring him on, I would like to do a brief introduction about this lovely man. Okay, so in the next few minutes, you're going to be hearing from Mr. Abraham. Now, who is Mr. Abraham? Abraham Ofure Orupe is a certified business coach. And when I mean certified, I mean certified. And an accountant by profession. So you see, there's no better person to tell us about business finance than him. With a clear goal to guide and provide a measurable hands-on business solution to micro, small, and medium enterprise businesses and their owners on how to scale on sales and revenues, strategically restructuring their business model and enhancing team performance for maximum productivity and profitability in line with the business vision and objective. It will interest you to know that he's also an MSME mentor with Tony Elumelu Foundation. And if you know Tony Elumelu Foundation, they give grants for businesses. So don't forget that. Now, who is the best person to tell us about business capital other than this awesome person? Abraham has also been trained and certified by the world-renowned John C. Maxwell. So he's a certified John C. Maxwell coach. The certified John C. Maxwell coach. And he has been trained to consult, coach, speak, and train on business. Leadership, and personal growth through organized mastermind groups, workshops, seminars, keynote speaking, consulting, and coaching sessions like the one we have today. He's also a certified management specialist by London Graduate School, a fellow with Institute of Management Consultants, IMC Nigeria. He's a certified human capacity development trainer and consultant by Nigeria's Center for Management Development, CMD. He's a digital marketing expert with Google Digital Skills for Africa, and he's certified. He's also a member of the Young African Leaders Initiative, YALI Network. All right, as a practicing professional accountant and a master's degree holder in business management, he is versatile in both Nigerian tax, business laws, and skillful with its compliance and the usage of powerful softwares that help, right? He's also a member of the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. He also has years of working experience in the banking sector, private sector, and he's also growing his business portfolio, Smile Planet Group of companies, and they are into facility management, business consultancy, and agriculture. Right, and he's also, of course, fully registered with the Nigerian Corporate Affairs Commission. And he's a very confident person, and that is as a result of his wealth of practical experience in business and career. Right, so without wasting much of your time, and also lest I forget, he's happily married with a beautiful daughter. Lest I forget. Okay, so let's make welcome our guest speaker for today. Right, guys, if you have been attending all our breakfast meeting, you know that I'm going to be the last person to talk. But for today, Mr. Abraham is taking it all the way. So get your pen, get your paper, if you don't have one, because Mr. Abraham is about to take the stage. All right, thank you so much for listening. Mr. Abraham Orupe, over to you. You can unmute your mic now, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Please, I would like an engaging audience. Let's start. For the participant here, can we just respond, even though we're going to mute our mic later? Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. David. David, you are here.
Morning.
This guy, you're like my village people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Who's calling?
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Okay, good. If you can hear me, thank you. Because I could not unmute myself at first. That was the challenge I was having.
Sorry about that. You're live now.
Okay. Thank you very much. I want to first appreciate Mr. Salas for this opportunity to be here this morning, and also I want to especially thank everyone that have taken time to subscribe for this. Thanks for these issues that first and foremost, you are intentional about your growth. You truly want this change in you. You truly want something different in you. It's so unfortunately by this time, it's so unfortunate that in this part of the world, people, the only thing that we can spend our money on is entertainment. I was watching this program this morning on my way coming to the office, 10x your growth. It's an annual financial seminar in the US. The minimum ticket in that event was $500. The maximum was $20,000, and about 5,000 people showed up. So what do you think is the difference? What do you think make them different from us here in Nigeria and Africa? Please, I don't know if you can help us with something. I like to be engaging. It's only in church, pastor will just come and teach everybody keep quiet. Hello?
Everybody can unmute their mic. Everybody can unmute their mic.
Yes, please unmute your mic and change your location if there's noise in your background, so that it should be more engaging and effective for us. So if you know your location, maybe you have noise in your background, you can move away from there. And also, most likely, let's open our cameras, because there's this thing I tell people at times. If you want to truly learn, you need to create the environment for learning. If you want to be successful, you need to create a successful environment for success. most of the time people show up in meetings unprepared. Some are in their bed, some are in loud, different spots. And I'm like, this is the beginning of what we are talking about now. So I don't know if we can all open our cameras. It's very important. Can we do that so we should all get to see ourselves? At least we are far away. So for once, let's get to see ourselves rather than just all hiding. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Everybody turn on your video, turn on your camera. Everyone can open up their camera now, so should be able to open your camera.
Okay, so what you do for me again? I have a slide to share. I don't know how we'll go about it. Maybe will you make me the host, or how do we go about it?
Okay, let me make you a co-host.
Okay, David, thank you for taking the pain to open your camera. Thanks for that. So other participants, I don't know how we can go about it.
Awanga from Uganda, please take a good position and turn on your
Okay,
video.
we'll start as they begin to comply gradually. We must understand something. Anything we do, we should be very intentional about it. And in most cases, why I believe most persons always find it difficult and hard to, okay, good, we are good now. So in most cases, why I believe most police find it difficult and hard to create success or are we together? Okay, good. In most cases, why I believe most police find it difficult and hard to do a lot of things is because we are not intentional enough. We need a change in our system. I want to do things the same way. We want to do things the same regular way. We believe is a normal thing. No. When it comes to wealth creation, raising capital for your business, a lot of things plays out. A lot of things. If you've attended my online trainings, the first thing I tell you is that you must show up. You must show up ready. I do a lot. I refund the one training I did. I refund some people this morning. I tell them to log out and leave the training. It might look as if I was being harsh, but if you cannot, in your comfort zone, be prepared for what you're about to receive, then it's as good that you do nothing with it. I don't know if we're together, please.
It's as
well you.
Yeah.
Attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. But fortunately, today, a lot of us pay less attention to things around us, and we always want to just expect magic to happen. No, it does not work that way. It doesn't work that way. Today, I see a lot of us young ones, we while away time, waste time. We don't take things serious. We don't. We just feel anyhow, things we adjust. No. If you pay for a program, you need to know that the program is at this time. The facts at this time, you need to, okay, from this time to this time, this is what I need to do. I create a neighborhood environment. That being said and done, we need to look at things first. What exactly is capital? And so which side do I come from? Is it from the capital raising or the debt side? Which of the side will I come from?
all the sides, sir. Today you are the boss. I said that earlier. I said, like we'll do normally in our previous meetings, I'll take one side and the guest speaker take the other side. But when it comes to you, sir, you are taking all the sides, sir.
Okay, sir.
The whole side is yours.
I pray God give us the strength to know how to go about it. So,
All right.
first and foremost, I want to ask questions now. Why did you pay for this program? David, let's start with you. Why are you here?
Right. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Yes, sir. The reason why I paid for this training is because I personally want to grow in my career, in my business. And I also, personally, I don't like debts. I don't like loan. It's one of the things that I dislike so much. And sometimes there are people that I think last year, someone told me you cannot grow in business in Nigeria if you don't take loan and the likes. So, and I had issues with that. So when I saw the topic and I was so interested in it, I was okay, how can I? Because there are a lot of things I want to do now, but I'm financially constrained. I have a lot of ideas. So that's why I was very interested in the trade.
Okay, thank you so very much. Mawada, I like that name.
Mawanda from Uganda.
The Dada is all in your name.
Okay.
Uganda, Mawada. I like that. So, good morning. Nice to meet
Okay.
you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay.
Actually, I have a startup, and the reason as why I came in is to see how you discuss this kind of raising capital, like raising business capital. It's a problem to us when we think about it. The more you think of, because sometimes it is what is hindering us to begin a business. Some of us we've started, but still, you look at this only thing of beginning business or raising business capital as a constraint that can help us go further. And once we are discussing with serious people that have started, I'm looking at it as something that can bring me on board to also go further. That's why I came in here.
Okay, thank you so very much. Perpetua, how are you doing? Good morning. You can hear us. Okay, maybe she's not there. Good. I really want to have an idea because I believe Mr. Sabbath have done the analysis of why you are here. So the point is this. The first was going to start from raising capital for your business that will go straight to getting out of debt. So let's take it. Which one do we do first? The debt part or the fund? Which one do we do first? So it should be an open house vote. Where do we come from first? The debt or the raising capital? Well, Mawanda, where do you want us to start from?
Yes, please.
Do we start from getting out of debt or raising capital?
Let us begin from getting capital.
Okay, David.
Conclude with. Yeah.
Okay, David, how about you?
Yeah, let's start with raising capital, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, Petra, are you there? So you should not say the guys just took over the room. I was not there when they agreed to. Are you there?
She sent me a message that there is a lot of distractions on her end from children.
Okay, good and fine. So Melody just joined us. Good. So, but let's kickstart now. We'll have a lot of things to do. So, when it comes to raising capital for your business, a lot of things are involved. But it's so unfortunately in this part of the world, we all focus on raising capital and we don't ask ourselves, have we actually done the needful? Really needful start with first, you clearly understanding your business model. You clearly understanding what do you really need when it comes to that thing you want to do as business. Melody Nathan, if you are welcome on board, you can help us come live. Let's see you remove your camera. That is the ground rule. We are to see ourselves, not in the ghost mode. You are welcome, Melody Nathan, if you can hear me. Good morning. Mr. Salas, can you help us take charge of the back end for people to?
Yes, I'm doing that.
Okay, good, fine. Okay, good. So they can help because it's a grand rule. You just have to if you're not prepared, just go prepare. Like I can like what Mr. Mawada is doing on his suit. That shows that he's ready for this. Good. So if you're not well dressed, just go and dress up and come join us properly well. We're good to go. So now I tell people at times in my sessions that first, when you need to start a business, remove money from it, remove capital from it. Because if you're thinking of the capital you need to raise to start your business, you won't start. Are we together, please?
Yeah.
Today, most people are stuck in the journey of capital raising. You hear them say, oh, I wish I have 10 million naira, I would have started. I wish I have $1,000, I would have started. And you now realize that this thing, we teach in the John Maxwell theory, say the law of diminishing return. Now, what does that mean? You strike when it's hot. You strike when it's hot. But most people, because over time, they have repeatedly think and lie to themselves that the only way to raise capital in business is to have money in the account. Or the only way you can start your business is for you to have some certain amount in your account. No. The first point in business is to have clear definition of purpose. What did I say? Clear definition of purpose. What do you really want to do? How do you want to do these things? Why do you want to do these things? For how long do you want to do these things? These are questions you should ask yourself. It's not just about, I want to raise capital. No. Because some people don't know how much they need. It's funny. People don't know how much they need in their business. So that's why if you apply for the Melu Foundation Fund, you know that it's a rigorous process. They ask you a lot of questions that you can begin to start getting annoyed, like how much they will give you that will just stressing my life. No, because it's possible you think you need $10 million. Whereas, let's say you need let's say you're thinking you need like $500,000. Whereas your actual cost to kickstart what you're doing is just $500. Are we together, please? Okay. So the first point of correction is I'll introduce you to something that is known as what? The business model canvas. It's a business management tool that is intended to I teach with people everywhere I go, because it's something I know that over time, if you can understand this, you begin to see that, oh, maybe I really did not need capital as I thought. Oh, maybe I overemphasize this issue of I must get capital before I start anything. So what we'll be looking at now will be, let's take it step by step. So I don't know if yeah,
you can share.
Okay, thank you for that. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
So it's a lesson slide. So let me just go to the key, to where we are, the subject matter of this, where we are doing. Good. So we're looking at this, the business model canvas. So this simply is a business intelligence tool that is used globally. Any organization, the Teslas, everybody uses this tool. Why is this tool so effective? Because it's a tool that demystifies that bubbles in your mind. It's a tool or a business intelligence tool that brings clarity on what you should do, how you should do it, where you should do it, and when you should do those things. Now, I'll let anybody just help us read what you can see on your screen, because my session is always engaging. So read what you can see on the screen, please.
The business model
All right,
canvas, BMC, is a strategic management tool that can be used to rapidly and easily describe, communicate a business idea or concept to other investors and organizations. In a one-page statement, the author walks through the key parts of a business or product, laying forth the idea in an orderly and reliable way.
Good. So at the end of this explanation, my goal in all my sessions to make you have a paradigm shift, which simply means to make you see things from a different perspective. So the business model canvas I will add here again. The right side of the business, David, you can help us take this down.
All right, sir. The right side of the business model canvas is concerned with the consumer, bracket external, whereas the left side of the canvas is concerned with the business, in bracket internal. In the context of the value proposition, which is the exchange of value between your business and its consumer or client, both external and internal variables come together.
Okay, thank you very much. So I just explained this to you, meaning business is about more of internal and external. Everything you want to do in your business is to reach out to the external persons who are your target audience, your market. But if you don't do these things, you don't even know how much it costs you for advertisement. You don't even have an idea of who are they, where are they, how much do I need to reach these people. All your mind tells you is, oh, you know what? You're going to need a whole lot of money to enable you to do this thing. You're going to need a whole lot of money to enable you to do X, Y, Z. And when you now ask them the actual things, how much do you really need? They tell you that, I know I need a lot of money. So we'll go to the next page here. In this development canvas, your right-hand side is about your managerial skills. What are the things? These are the things that are within your control in your business that you might not need money for, but your mind tells you you need money for these things. And because of that, when they now ask you, so how much do you need to, how much do you want to raise for your business? The next thing is, say, I need a lot of money. You meet an investor, because you are not clear of what you want to do, you say roughly. Anytime anybody tells you roughly, the person is not sure. Once you meet anybody that tells you approximately 2 million, roughly 5 million, he's not sure what he's doing. Because if you've actually done your need analysis sessions well, you understand how much do you need. So please go get your pen and your Bible right now. It's going to be a very intense session. You're going to write, you're going to put a lot of things down and that. Then the first point of this business model canvas is all about your value proposition. What exactly do you need to offer? What exactly do you need to offer to your target audience? That is the first part of this thing. It says identify your core values you want to offer to your niche market. What exactly is the business offering to meet your target customer's pain points in form of product or service? In form of product or service. Let me ask you, how much do you need to identify what you can do to people? Do you need money in that? Do you need money here now? It's a question. Do you need money to do this part right now? To identify what your strength is? Do you need money to know what you want to offer to people for solution?
No, not at all.
No, sir.
Thank you. No, sir. But your mind tells you that you need money for everything. You see why you've not started your business yet? Your mind tells you, oh, no, you know what? For you to do X, Y, Z, you're going to need a lot of, no. It's for you to what? Think of what solution can you offer to your target audience? How do you intend to offer this thing to those people? Take a plain sheet. You can be drawing. So we're on a journey. We're on a journey this morning. So the earlier you start doing what we are doing, the more it gets interesting to you. So after you're able to identify your value proposition, your core value, what you're going to offer your target audience, then the next thing we're looking at here will be your customer segmentations. Who are the people do you want to offer this your solution to? This has to do with Mawanda. Please, can you help us read through this? If you're good in English, you have worked with some people from your place. They say they prefer to use a French part, but can you help us? Can you take this for us?
Which one?
The customer segmentation part. What is inside?
Okay. What is inside? Okay. Let me. It says customer segmentation, right?
Yes, sir.
Identifying who are your ideal customers by using customer avatar. What they look like, habits, beliefs, interests, challenges, aspirations, location, age, economic status. Are you targeting small niche, community, or mass market?
Okay. Can somebody help us explain this? Because remember I said my sessions are always engaging. I don't just come and just rap and run away. So can somebody, what to your own best of knowledge, what can you explain from this? Anybody that's led with the spirit of explanation, please can explain to us. Okay.
All right, sir.
Yes.
All right. What I understand by customer segmentation is getting your target audience and their demographics.
Okay.
So I'm deciding exactly, because you have a mass audience, you have different people, and you're not it's not everyone that will need your product or your services. So customer segmentation helps you to target your audience, what they are doing, as this has explained to us, what they are doing, where they are, their age, their interest, and other things like that.
Okay. Good. You've spoken well and very correctly. Now, do you need money to do customer segmentation?
No, sir.
No. So you could see that thing that is telling you man that you need 20 million to start business right now. You see that we are reducing the money gradually now, right? I'm not reducing the money. So you could see that gradually we are already bringing down that cost you think or you thought you need to fully start your business operation. And you're ready for you to understand your customer segmentation clearly. We begin to give you these insights for you to daily on your own understand everything around your business ecosystem. Everything around your business ecosystem. Then after doing this, next time we're looking at what is your customer relationship. Now let me take it now. This first part, remember I say, is things that are within your control. I said about your managerial skills. What are the things? Because even though you are meeting an investors today, these are questions that are going to ask you point blank. What have you been able to do? Can I see your business model? You want to invest in something. People want to know what exactly how far have you gone? But most of us, as I said, don't even know what exactly we are investing on. We have no clear idea of what it will cost us right now. So now you've defined your customer, your value proposition. You've talked about your customer segmentation. You're able to identify how they look like. What is their habits, their beliefs, their challenges? What is that pain point? What is that thing they need a solution for that you are offering? That you'll be offering. Let me get my marker out. A second, please. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so now that you've been able to identify this your customer, your core value proposition here, which at the end of the day is directly linked to your ability for you to clearly identify between how your value proposition is going to help this customer here. How your value proposition is going to help this customer here is clearly stated. You have this insight already. The question should be, so how do I go about this whole thing? Because most of us at times strongly believe that the only way out, not until the money is complete, you have it settled out, then you can't do anything in your business. And it's a fallacy. It's a lie. I can boldly teach this today because this is what I did today. My poultry farm is worth nothing less than 35 million naira. Those of you that follow me on Facebook, you will see my poultry farm and co. Even after here, as I leave this session, I'm going to my farm all over after Goshen, after this session. So these are things I've used to build my systems for the past 9 years. And this is what I teach people in my sessions. So now you're able to do this. You need to be able to merge, you need to be able to what? Connect your value proposition, which is your solution you're offering to your customers. And how do you do that? That's where the customer relationship comes in. This guy comes here and he comes here. You can see what I'm drawing, right?
Yes.
So this now comes in. This is the first time you're thinking of money. How much will it cost me? How do you want to interact with your customers? Is it online? Is it phone? Is it event? One-to-many, in person, one-on-one, or third-party contractor? These are things you need to now map it out. How much do you want to spend for digital marketing? Even though you've created your product, you need to ask yourself at this point, what is the cost for raw materials? Like in my farm right now, our major cost of production is the beds. Our beds go for the rate of 2,250 for one bed. And I have close to about 1,000 beds in the farm. So before you meet these customers at this point, you need to first of all ask yourself, what exactly is it that I want to offer under this place? You could see where my mouse is here. You could see it, right? What exactly do I want to offer as product and services? You should be able to ask yourself that question. What is the cost to do these things? But people always say themselves that, you know what, I need a lot of money to start my business. I know you must be expecting me to have come here to start telling you, okay, to start your business, you need to have working capital, you need to go and write to bank, you need to call people to, those are the traditional, those are the normal way everybody knows. But before you get to that, sourcing for funds for your business, writing a proposal, looking for angel investors, applying for loan and grants, doing all these activities to get money. This is the beginning starting point, because clarity brings speed. Clarity brings speed. Are we together, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clarity brings speed. Clarity brings speed. But a lot of us, we are stuck with vapors. So now you're able to do this. How much do you want to spend for digital marketing? This now we're not talking finance. Your phone call, how much do you want to spend? Is it 100 naira? Is it $1? What kind of event do you want to go to show people what you do? Remember, I was talking about your business structure for you to, because if you don't have a structure on ground, you cannot think of raising capital, because every investor want to see that you have a structure. One of the things we look at in the Melu system is this, when we're giving as judge, is everything you write at your business proposal, do you have a proper structure? If they give you this $5,000, what do you want to do with this thing? That's why you see, in most cases, established business tend to get an access fund than startups, because the already existing business has systems. They didn't know their need. They know why they need that money. So now that you're able to order your current relationship, the next one we'll be looking at here will be, what? Your channel of distributions. your channels of distributions. Now, it will now fall back to how do you intend to take this your value proposition that you've prepared here to these people who are your customer? How much will it cost you? How much will it cost you? These are things you need to ask yourself now. How much will this, my value proposition, cost me right now to ensure at the end of the day, I give my customers these things that I have promised them I want to give to them? Is it through affiliate marketing? Is it through networking? Is it through social media? You want to run ad? Is it through viral marketing? Is it through email marketing? Is it offline advertisement? Please come. These are questions you need to ask yourself. Thank you. So these are things you need to ask yourself intentionally. So at this point now, let me ask a question. Are you thinking of money at this point, or you're thinking of clarity?
Clarity, sir.
Clarity. Mr. Salas, what do you think? Is it money now or clarity?
Clarity, obviously. Because from what you said, the clarity is going to help you know exactly how much you need. Because if you are actually just looking for money, you will discover that in the real sense, you may even not need capital eventually.
Okay. I'm glad you are seeing it from the perspective I'm seeing it from. So at times when I tell people that you don't need to start business, people feel, this guy, what's your problem now? Somebody told that, Mr. Abraham, it's because you are doing well. That's why I say we don't need money to start business. So at this point, I now realize that first, remove that thing from the back of your head, telling you that, oh, I need more money to start this thing. First, settle down with this first. After you're able to do this, then this, remember I said something today before we start fully, was the left-hand side of this. The left-hand side of this is what? About your managerial skills. How can you deploy your managerial skills to ensure that you're able to coordinate this whole thing? Because if you get this thing right, telling people of what you want to do, how you want to do it will not become a problem. Do you agree with me there?
Yes, sir.
You can easily speak to an investor. You can easily tell somebody, oh, this is the value, this is what I'm offering. I'm offering this biro for who? Teachers, white-collar job owners, people that work in the bank, people that are caterers to write. What is their segmentation? These people are XYZ. How do you want to give this biro to these people? It's through online marketing, telling them the importance of this biro, or phone call, or every day I was telling people to help me talk to other persons. Channel of distribution, I intend to do affiliate marketing. Sell 2 of this biro and get so discount. I'll tell my friends and family. Then I come back to social media. I want to write strategic content every day about the importance of biro or a pen. If you follow me on my timeline, let me ask one funny questions. Apart from the flyers you see people invite me to speak, have you ever seen me put a flyer of mind that this guy can solve my problem? So that does not mean you should not put pricing in what you are doing. That does not mean you should not put things of what you are doing. Like if I'm writing about my farm now, I put price. But if I'm talking about my consulting service, I don't put price. I put value out there. That by the time you come close to me, anything I'm telling you I want to offer you, for some reason you believe that I can do that for you. So if I have not done my value proposition model canvas correctly, if I have not understand my customer segmentation, you see that I'll be writing about this pen to my grandmother thinking she will buy. If I have not clearly identify my channel of distribution. Where can I find my target customers? I'll be everywhere trying to sell to everybody. Later, I start saying it's not working. For those of us that run Facebook advertisement, those of us that run Facebook ad, what do? They'll tell you target audience. I run Facebook ad. So when it comes to that Facebook ad, I can say I can play, even Google ad, I can do that very well. They'll always ask you, what's your target audience? You realize that by the time you put, let's say Abuja, it tell you that reach 1 million, right? You've now put Use2, it tells you reach 2 million. You put Durumi, Apo, put Lagos, Shasha, Bega, Egbeda, it expand or it shrink. So meaning the first thing is that you need to clearly understand your managerial skill in raising capital, because your investors want to see what your managerial skills. But anytime you are asking for capital, you are using what? Your negotiation skills. Are we together, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So every time you are using you're asking for fund, trying to get money, get people to be part of what you are doing, is negotiation you are doing. And the only thing that can convince the people in the negotiation boss to give you or buy from you is your ability for you to display high level of managerial skills. Because today, if I choose to say I need people to come and invest in Snipernet Farms right now, I'm sure people will turn up. I'm very sure. If I'm telling you, okay, Snipernet Farms right now, or Snipernet Consulting, need people that will invest, let's say, 10 million, let's say 100,000 naira every time in our farm. People will subscribe. Why would they subscribe? Because over time, I've shown to them that I can manage my personal fund in this business. So what happened? They trust me enough to do what? Give me what I'm looking for. But many of us have not been able to display high level of managerial skills in what we do. And we're looking for people to give us money. We're looking for fun. We're asking family and friends. No, it won't work. Yesterday, I shared a post about in my farm where we recycle our waste. I don't know if you see that post. Anybody that follow me on Facebook here.
Yes, I saw it.
About we sell it back for 2.5, and that's where I pay my staff salary from. Let me be sincere. If I meet you now and say, Mr. Salas, Mr. David, Mr. Mandawa, please, I need 300,000 naira to add to my business, will you give me?
Absolutely.
Why?
You've proven over time that you have a track record that you can actually manage the funds.
That is a simple question. That is a simple answer. Or some of us have, we don't emit energy to shape people to give us what we are looking for. So I know you're thinking, when you're raising capital for your business, you think I was coming here to tell you, write to the bank, write a proposal to the bank, or you think I was coming here to tell you, okay, you know what, savings, you need to save to invest. Those are the normal things we are used to. So let's not come there as we digress. The next one we'll be looking at, which is your left-hand side now, is your key resources. Your what? Your key resources. Your key resources. What are the things you need right now? What are the things right now you need right now to produce this? You see this your value position right now. What are the things you need? That to talk about what specific resources, assets you need to deliver your offer. This your offer here. What do you need now? This guy here and this guy here. What do you need to do to enable you what? Meet these people. We're talking about what? Your equipment, well, your workspace, your raw material, labor, finance. But unfortunately, a lot of us don't even know as we want to rent office space. I've been in business for about 9 years actively. I didn't rent my office space about 3 years ago. What happened? Do I have the money to have rented it 4 years ago? Oh, yes. 5 years ago? Oh, yes. But in business, you must be able to what? Ensure that you manage what? Your costs. Sorry, a second, let me pick this call. Is a colleague of mine come to the office, please?
All right. I want to trust that we are gaining maximum value. And if you're gaining value, please let me see you type in the chat box maximum value, because I think Mr. Abraham, in fact, not I think, I'm certain Mr. Abraham is doing justice to this. So let me see you type in the chat box maximum value if you are gaining any form of value. All right, David Gabriel said maximum value. All right, Mawanda, I believe you're gaining value as well. Okay, so Mr. Abraham is back. Over to you,
okay.
sir.
Okay, sorry, I'm in the office, so there's some, I just have to juggle between office and here to sort out some things. So let's hit it hard as we proceed. Sorry. Okay, good. So, what are your key resources? You don't need to start big. You need to aim big. You don't need to start big. You need to aim big. It's very important. But a lot of us want to start big. Want to rent an office space. Want to buy BB gadgets. Want to employ staffs. Want to prove to people that, yes, we are the CEO, MD of everything. Wait a second, please. Prove to people that we are the CEO, MD of everything. No. For years, so what do you need to do? You can co-share office space. If you don't have money to co-share office space, you can do what? Have a contact address. I use office contact address for more than 3 years. And what did I do? I, on my own, ensure the office I was using, I've used close about 3 offices in Abuja before I rented my office. I was giving my services to the owner of the office. I'm an accountant. My first office in Uye, those of you that know Uye, close to Family Worship, there's a plaza they call Oganga Plaza. When I met the man, I told him that, see, I want to be working with you. And what I will do is this. I will help you handle all your financials. Anything concerning financials, going to file your tax, I will do everything. But just give me a space in your office for me to be doing my cleaning business. What was I doing? I was trading value for what I want, right? Now, do I need money to do that?
Nope.
Do I need money to do that? No.
No, sir.
Of course, today we're in our house. That is because there's no money to rent an office space. We've not started. I understand. Service is different from products. Even you are doing a product in your house, you can. There's one of my business students living in one place called Chika. Those that know Chika inside Abuja, one Lungu, inside. We did something. I said that she was not that she need money to rent a store and co. I said, you know what you do? Now you cannot rent a place in Use Market. What do? Go back to your house, share your room into 2, take 100,000 naira and pimp one side of the wall. She said close. She says, I mean to say, go and buy a wallpaper, put it at one side of the wall. Then use that place for your marketing. Once anybody calls you, they need this item, go and give it to them. Because you are paying rent. For some reason, you cannot rent an office space. So the whole space in your room should be used for what? Convert one station to your store, to your wardrobe where you can sell. Put those items. Your phone can do the marketing for you. Your WhatsApp status can do marketing for you. And today, she's doing wonderful way. She moved from that place, moved to Durumina to a 2-bedroom flat, one side has been used for purely what she does. So you must not follow this model, but I'm just trying to let us see that we should not always believe that because we don't have an office space or a place to display our product is why we are not selling, or that's why we cannot raise money for our business. Because even when you meet the bank will ask you for your financials. Do you agree? Go to the bank right now and say, they'll ask for your financials. Even to will tell you that if you've been there for 3 years, they want to see your cash flows, your papers. How has the business been? They want to see those things. So one thing you must begin to look at in this part of it, another curiosity, what are the cost of raw material? What will it cost you to produce this particular thing you are doing? You should be clear enough to know what it will cost you to do this particular thing. Your labor, please, for a start, you don't need a lot of people. You can do freelancers. Instead of doing freelancers, what do? You can easily on your own at times connect with other people that have the skills you are looking for. I have a young man in my system today. He met me, that was last year. He said that he just want to work with me. I said, okay, good and fine. He came on board, and from his dedication, I ended up start paying him salary. Do you know what he did? He now used that salary that I'm paying him to go and start running what he wants to start. Has he been able to raise capital?
Absolutely.
Yes, he has. He has. So it's not just, I know some of us now, you know one thing about this part of the world, we always want to say, hey, you know that is someone, do you know how much I need to start my own business? I'm talking about millions, and for the past 2 years, you'll be chasing these millions. You've not gotten it. So don't you think that something is wrong with what you're trying to do? No, so something is wrong with the process of you trying to get what you want to do. Let's look at your key resources. The next part we'll be looking at also here. We'll be looking at the next part we'll be looking at here also. We'll be looking at your key activities. Your key activities. What are those things do you need right now in your business? What are those things do you need right now in your business to enable you meet the need, to enable you match up with what you want to do? These are your key activities here. Thank you. Please take. You're welcome. So, what are your key activities? What are those things that you need right now in your business? Is it your time, your expertise? What are your daily call to actions? What are those things you want to do every day? Your distribution of your product, you need to be clear. This is my value proposition. I need to distribute it. This is my offer, my service I want to give to these people here. Let me move from to these people here. Every day, I need to distribute X, Y, Z. Every day, I need to post this content. These are what I need to do. Because most of us have taken this money. And one problem we are having again of not raising capital quickly, because we are transactional minded. We're not transformational minded.
Come again, sir?
We are transactional.
Okay.
Transactional minded and not transformational minded. The person who is transactional minded is always feeling it's never enough. He believes that if it's not 20 million to start, they will not start. Well, the more you are transformational minded, it's about value creation. It's about measuring growth. It's about thinking of how far you've come. So what exactly are your what technicalities do you need right now in developing your business? These are things you need to ask yourself. These are areas you need to look at in your business. Then this is linked to this. If you that everything is linked to each other in this when it comes to this, everything is linked to each other. But most of us fail to do this. We fail to pay attention to this aspect of our business. And you hear them say, it's because the government is bad. The government is bad. That's why I'm not able to do all these things. It's because of this. And I'm always like, do you think with what you have on ground right now, anybody want to invest in it? Have you able to structure things on ground that will make an investor see what you are doing and want to key into it? No, the answer is no to some of us here. We've not been able to structure what we have to make people be interested to be part of what we are doing. And we're looking for capital. We want to raise funds. We need money to expand our business. When they're going to expand in the first instance. Whatever you think you have as an idea in your head, it remains in your head until you bring it out. And how do you bring it out? Is to do these little things you can do. Please, I will learn it. I will getting value at all. Hope I'm not just
maximum value, sir. Maximum value.
Yes,
You are hitting the right spots. You are hitting all the right spots, sir.
Petra, are you here with us? Chinedu, are you here with us? Mandawa, are you here with us?
Yes. Though my network skips sometime.
Okay. So when you look at this whole thing, you have to ask yourself, oh, maybe I have thought I needed money ever since. The next I'm looking at here will not be your key partners. Very important. Your what? Your key partners. Your key partners. Who are the people you need right now to help you? To help you what? Get raw material, to help you get raw materials for what you want to offer. Begin to list them down. What? Now, keep and identify the important suppliers in your value chain, business relationship within your marketing ecosystem. Let me ask a question again. So far, have we talked about money here?
Not yet.
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
But some people have not done this thing, and they are thinking that I need $10 million to start my business. Hey, I want to go into importation. And when the period comes, I want to. No. So once you get your key partners, if you are able to clearly identify your customer segmentation, you've done your customer relationship very well, your channel of distribution, you know them, you have a clear value of what you want to offer. You have the key resources, know what the key resources are. You can know somebody. You can on your own, please, sorry, a second, please.
All right, Mr. Chinedu, as a ground rule, turn on your video camera. As a ground rule, this was requested by our guest, and I think we are going to adopt it going forward. Because the more you are active, one of the reasons why we ensured you do your registration first of all is to make sure you are a little prepared. So I think we should not forget to do that. Turn on your video camera and continue. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thanks. So what we'll do again, you realize that if you're able to identify your value proposition, your customer relationship, your channel of distribution, your customer segmentation, then you now go, who do you negotiate with to get an office space? Who do you negotiate with to give you raw materials? Now there's somebody right now, he did all these things and I supply him about 100 crates of eggs. He says, return my money for me. He says, return my money for me. Now what has he done? He has taken care of his key resources.
Yeah.
Abi?
Yes.
He supplies to restaurants, hotels, and what is it called? And supermarkets. He uses his car as channel of distribution. He writes on social media that he's now an egg distributor. But within me, I'm like, oh, like seriously? So you're using my own capital to run your business. So some people are there, they are willing to give you items to sell and return. If you're able to show that you already have your customer segmentation ready, you're able to clearly understand your channel of distribution, you understand your customer relationship, these guys can do these things for you. Because when you get these things right, you are trustworthy. So now you're able to clearly do that. Then you cannot be looking, who are your key partners? Who do you need to go and negotiate for an of-course sharing of shop, sharing of office space? And one thing you must understand, when you are looking for a market, if you don't have money to rent an office space, you don't have money to rent a shop, please don't go to somebody that is doing the same thing with you. It will be seen as competition. Let's say now I'm into consulting right now. You can't come to my office and tell me that you want to do consulting now. I want to allow you. I tell you that no, there's space. It's not, if you like, feel bad about the whole thing. That is it. But if now I know there's a guy that worked with me last year. He's into marketing, what's it called? Digital marketing. It was one that even helped me with my first website also. I allowed him because we're in the same space, but in different niche. You understand my point now?
Yes.
So don't carry what you are doing. Let's say I'm into poetry now. You're not telling me you're not selling egg in my office. If you like, pray, I won't do it. I won't allow you because I have customers in that space. But how do you do that thing? You can offer collaboration. Because some people are doing well in your area. What do you do? Collaborate. Sama, I know that I observe you are into poultry farming too. I'm into poultry farming. I would love to collaborate with you in the area of increasing your market share. Sir, you can ride on some people's shoulder to where you are going to. They say experience is the best teacher. No. Learning from other people's experience is the best teacher. Because what those people survive can kill you.
True.
So that's you are saying, I want to experience what they experience. I should know I experience it. You might die, you might not survive it. So if somebody is doing the same thing, the same niche with you, what do? You can offer collaboration. See, there's one of my mentors, he's into consulting also. He's into consulting though. And I really want to be around this guy. I said, sir, please, can I be preparing your slide for you? Because the man is good, but he cannot do all this I'm doing with slide. He said, okay, yeah, brother. So in turn of this, I'll follow you to all your meetings, all your trainings, I'll be there with you. Because what happened? In as much I do this slide for him on Google Drive, who will operate it? He cannot operate. I'm not the one that will go to operate it for him. Yes, I'll be the one that going to operate it for him. So therefore, I need to be everywhere with him. With that, I'm gaining contacts. But some of us are not ready to sacrifice or offer. Through him now, I have a training I'm going to attend by May, very soon. It's going to be a massive training. And he said, okay, Brian, you need to be a facilitator in this training. With that now, what have I gotten? I've gotten contacts. I'm going to raise funds for what I want to do. So the point is that we must start. Don't wait for everything to be in your position. Now, under negotiation, these key partners, looking at how people that have interest in what you are doing, how do you reach these people? Negotiate with them. If I enter product, go and meet the supplier. Please, I want to start selling this cream, but I only have 200,000 right now. And I was that a carton of this cream will cost 1 million naira. Can you give me the volume or the quantity of this amount? Sorry, let me say this bluntly. If you have to start a you don't have any money, you're not ready. People want to see your own contribution into what you want before they can give you their own. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So some people, I've seen people saying that I want to start just that I don't have money. No, you will never get that money. This guy, Richard Branson, Jeff Bezos, that launched Blue Origin is for Jeff Bezos. SpaceX is for Elon Musk. Good. What did they do last 2 months? Last 3 months, 2 of them. Last year. Sure, they flew their flight to space, right? What did they do by that? They tested it first, that if I can go with this up there, it's okay for commercial flights. The point here is this. I don't want to hear when people tell me I don't have money to start. If you don't have, find how to contribute. No matter what, please, sir, this is the 10,000 naira I have. But what I want to do is 100,000. Can you please link me to a key partners that can help me so that I can deposit this 10,000 naira down so that the person can give me forward of 15,000. Within 6 months, we begin to do the turn in and turn out. We increase our demand. I don't know if I'm making sense at all, please.
You are making so much sense.
Are we learning at all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you can realize that this whole capital matter we are dragging left and right. I need investor. I need the investor. What do you want to invest? Will you invest in yourself? Let's share you to two. You are here. This person is here. You have 1 million naira and this is you. Do you think this your A? Let's say David A. Perpetual A want to invest in Perpetual B or David B. With all what you think you are doing, be sincere. Don't hype yourself. Don't give yourself too much confidence. Do you have structure that want to convince David A that David B have what it takes to manage this 2 million I want to give to him? So it's not about office space. It's not about going to rent office. It's not about having shop. It's not about having equipment. It's about you are waiting for you to understand all these things. Then by the time you are not called for investment, everybody come running after you. Look at what these guys that did. Is it Patricia? This Flutterwave. They say Flutterwave just launched an IPO of how much now? All these paper guys. It's because they were able to structure their business in this manner. So when the investors came in, they saw, oh, these people already have what we are looking for. Let's help them out. The next one we'll be looking at also, we'll be looking at what? Your cost structures. How is the cost in your business like? Your cost structure. Please, a second.
If you are not gaining any value here, then I'm sure you are not prepared. Because after this meeting, in the next few weeks, I should be hearing testimonies about people kickstarting their businesses and taking their businesses to the next level. One of the things our guest said, he talked about how you can collaborate, how you can offer something, how you can offer a value for what you want. And he gave an example of offering to do the accounting part for someone that gave him an office space. Now, most times we don't understand. I usually tell people in the ladder of success, there is always an entry point. You always have an entry point in your ladder of success, and we always have something to give. We always have something to give. And one of the major things he said, which I think is a highlight, is would you invest in you? With the way you have structured your business, would you invest in you? So you should be able to answer that question. While we are still waiting for him, well, you can see the slide. Get your pen, get your paper. Take out everything from the customer segmentation, customer relationship, channel of distribution, value proposition, your key resources, your key activities, your key partners, and your cost structure. Always understand there is always something you can offer to get something you need. He talked about sacrifice. You should also be able to do some things for free to be able to also get something. That's simply better. I'm offering you this service so you can help me fulfill this service. So if we have an understanding of this, I'm sure it will go ahead to reduce significantly our capital, in quotes, the capital that you had in mind, the almost 10 million naira you need to start your business. I'm sure with all of this, you have been able to reduce it to the barest minimum. And I'm sure some of you may be shocked that you actually may not even need the capital after all. Mr. Abraham, if you're ready for us.
I believe so far we might begin to see these things from, because the truth is this, I've come to realize that one evil I've seen in the business space of startup, we are always thinking of money. Like, I don't really know. I'm not saying money is not good though, but please, first think the place of value creation first. I'm begging us. First start from the place of value creation. We first start from the place of value creation, because we've so messed up everything. That's why those people that are close to me knows that if you are the kind of money person, they know I hate people that are money oriented. No, I hate people that are transactional, like in their fiber. If it's no money, nothing concerns them. It irritates me. Thank God to some extent, I'm comfortable. So nobody will come and tell me, because you are poor, it's poor that making talk this way. No. Please, I'm begging in this session, try and fake off this transaction mentality of you. Be what? More of transformational. Always ask yourself, how do I serve? See, I have, maybe you will see me on social media, I have access to so a lot of big shots when it comes to consulting. How? Have served my way into their hearts. You know what I mean? Serve. You know, there's the way you serve somebody in. For many of us, we feel big. You feel because you are the person of the same size, body stature. So I should not be doing this for you. I will forget, it's not possible. And your pride, where is it taking you to? Nowhere. All the things you think you know, that is making you feel you are the Alpha and Omega, you have nobody to answer to. Where are you right now? To the point here is this. Over here, one other point we have, everyone to come is CEO. Everybody like that CEO, now me get them. Study shows that co-fund business raise capital faster than sole proprietor. So they have proven that joint ventures, co-fund businesses raise fund, get more business scaling than one-man business. What happened? Because they believe that if Abraham is this kind of person, David or Petra is this kind of person, change this kind of person, then they are trustworthy. So we look at your cost structure. What exactly is your cost structure like? You need to clearly look at these things. It's very important. It's very important. What are your cost structures like? How do you intend to run your costs, your resources, your partner, your tasks, your insurance, your salaries? You see that thing that people are saying, pay yourself from your business, pay yourself from your business. Please, there's some point you don't even pay yourself because you don't know how to pay yourself in that business. There are some points at least to get people to work with you. See, people want to be part of what is working. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
People want to be part of what is moving.
Yeah.
I can tell you, for the past 3 or 4 years, I have my office in Abuja here. I have had nothing less than 30 to 35 people that has come in and gone out happily. So I have people that assist. I just want to be part of what you are doing. I want the guy that built my website, my farm website, like my website last 2 years. The guy just came. He came from nowhere. I said, I want to go into your mentorship shop. Before I could say that, the guy built my website for me. For some reason, there is no day Chibuzo will call me today in this my life. In this life I'm living now, I will not respond. It's not possible. So what do I now do? Most of my people in my network that are looking for website designer, I refer them to him. And I don't tell them how much he did for me. Hi, bro, your site is fine. Yeah, it's fine. How much do you build it? It's about 300,000 naira, but I don't know what the guy is charging right now. Why? Because I'm indebted to him, even though he came with me with nothing, but he proved to some extent he can do something that I know that this is what you're looking for finances for. So these are ways you can begin to start. Then that's your long list of 15 million that I have in your what is it called now? That your one list, that your long list you're having inside your this thing right now, your vision board. That once I just get this 10 million, I will start the business fully. I know you're about like, how about those that need equipment to start? Where do we start from? Please, if we're not going to buy equipment, look for somebody that already have an equipment and reach an agreement with the person. If I use your equipment for this particular thing, how much, if now you want to, let's say you're a photographer, you don't have a good camera, what do? Look for who have a camera. I have a shooting I want to do, and I want to pay me 100,000. Please, I'll give you 50%. You know, some people, when it comes to sharing ratio, we think we want to be smart. No, can I use your camera? And I'm charging 100K. Please, I'm going to pay 40% of what I'm charging. Let me just go and use your camera and come. They will give you. They will give you. But before that, you need to first go to YouTube. Go and learn how to use camera. So that when he gives you, you don't go and change the settings of the camera wrongly. That it will not become a problem for him when you bring the camera back. Because next time he will not give you. Are we together, please?
Absolutely.
So these are the areas you play around equipment, those of you that use gadgets. But if it's a service-oriented based things you are doing, kindly look for people that are into what you are doing and find how to structure with them. So the next one I'll be looking at here as we proceed will now be what? Your revenue stream. How do you now generate money for this business you want to do? That's your revenue stream. Is it going to be pay per product? Is it going to be like now, I'm a consultant. Mine is fee for service. You're going to pay me for fee before I offer you my service. If you're into product, yours is pay per product or pay per view, or you have a fixed rate for what you are doing, or you have a fixed rate for what you are doing. Or on the other hand, you have what? Free premium. Free premium means, okay, I'm the first time I've used some app. They'll tell you for you to have access to more, you need to upgrade. Have you used that kind of app before? Like you're using an app, they'll say for you to, to use the premium version, you need to pay. That is free premium. That is free premium. Good. So equity gain might be okay, fine. I'm going to give you a particular share in what I'm doing. So these are your revenue stream. Like now, as a consultant, one of my revenue stream is subscription. People subscribe for my mentorship program, and I charge you for my mentorship program. Now, fixed rate, like in my farm, I have the rate I fixed. For my consulting, I have a rate I fixed. Then fee for service, like my trainings, you need to pay for you attend my training, not service for fee. Because some people attend, they'll not come, they'll not pay. So you need to ask yourself, how do I bring this revenue stream into my business? This is how you start up. This is how it should go as a startup. No those equipment, 4 million naira, office space is 1 million, raw material, 2 million. uniform, website design, 200,000, letterhead paper, 50,000, complimentary card. When I say everything is 15 million, you carry the paper you written and put under your bed. When the money come, I will start. 2 years after, you've not started anything. Are we learning at all?
Yes.
So before we go to the next slide and I begin to wrap up, I want somebody to come. I want somebody to just give. I need 2 persons to summarize what you've learned in this place in 2 languages, not language or in 2 words. What you've learned in this time so far. Let's share it out. I'm with you, please. I'm waiting.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Chinedu, and in summary of what I've learned, I would say that to start off, we need to look for who is doing the same thing with us to collaborate with.
Okay, sir.
And then secondly, instead of being thinking about money, we should think of how we can build up first, like offer services. Then the money will start flowing in later.
Mhm.
That's it.
Thank you so much. One more person again before we move on.
All right. In some of what I've learned is planning and structure.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Planning and structuring. So as you can see, one thing we need to do again, please pay for trainings. Pay for trainings. Attend training. Learn to do what? Buy access. If I tell you, even though it does not mean anything to me, you'll be shocked. There's a training I'm supposed to, there's something I'll be doing with, I'll be meeting someone to help me do. He's charging 550,000 naira for that training. I paid yesterday night. Now, why did I pay for that training? 550K will do a lot for me right now. But there's a network of people that are going to attend that training that I want to meet. So when I meet them, there's a base for me to discuss with them because I already have this my proposition sorted out. Abraham, what do you do? I'm a business consultant. I work with business owners to gain clarity. So we've talked about this. Let's look at the next slide. A second, please. And let me clean up this whole thing I wrote here, this marker thing that is, you know, we teachers, we know how to mark a lot. Let me clean off this one off. Good. So we're looking, let's help us read what we have on it, what you can see here, please.
Value proposition.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a business model. It's a business model tool that helps you make sure that your product or service is positioned around customers' values and needs. The primary purpose is, therefore, to create a perfect fit between the product and your target market. For this to happen, the value proposition canvas explores more deeply these 2 out of the 9 blocks from the business model canvas: customer segments and value proposition.
Okay, thank you very much. So this one we are bringing now is like an abstract or an extract. There's an extract from what we had in the first order aspect. So we're taking it out to bring it here. So we'll look at this. So this is divided into two major aspects. We have what? The customer profile and the value solution map. The customer profile and the value solution map. The customer profile and the value solution map, that's what we have there. Under this customer profile, for what we just finished now is known as customer segmentation. Where the value proposition map is known as the value proposition that what you want to offer to your clients. That's what we have in that aspect. So the first thing you need to look at again when you want to do your business, because we're trying to narrow down everything in the aspect of that value proposition right now. We are bringing it down so that it should be clear enough to understand. Under this, the first thing you look at here should be sorry, I don't know why my system is trying to get, okay, good. Under this place is what? Job to be done. Now, we're not breaking that customer segmentation down right now. What is the job to be done? You need to clearly outline this place. What job do I want to do? Meaning, one, is it functional? Is it social? Is it emotion? Is it financial? Every buying and selling, everything, buying, selling, product, service falls under this place. Some people want to buy a shirt because of the social prestige around that shirt. Some people want to see a doctor because they need an emotional need to be met. Some people want to invest in a business because they need their finance to grow. Some people just want to buy a new phone because they need good functionalities in that phone to enable them to do more. So whatever, anything you are doing, these are the four motives why people buy and sell. Are we together at all? These are the four motives why people buy and sell. Once somebody pick up his phone and say, Mawanda, how are you doing? Please, do you have, what kind of business, what business are you into, Mawanda?
I'm into, I'm a technical support.
Technical support on what?
Yes, we have our own exchange called Cashtelex Exchange.
Yes. Okay. What do you call it? Cash what?
Cashtelex Exchange.
Cashtelex. So is it like a money platform?
Yes, it is a platform that helps you exchange your currencies. It is a crypto exchange with a fiat feature.
Okay. Okay. I like that. That sounds very interesting this time around. Okay. So if that is if now, where do you think it fall along here? If somebody calls you right now and says, I need the particular, where do you think it falls around there? Do they need a functional system that can enable them to transfer money easy? Or then they need a social thing that can make them look social? Or it's an emotional thing? So where do you think it falls around there?
Function.
Functional.
To function.
Okay, good and fine.
Function.
Good. So, and in how much is function, they need an emotional feelings that when they make a transfer, it will go on time, right?
Yeah.
So this is how you think as a CEO. Chinedu, what are you into, sir?
Afternoon. Oh, good morning. I'm still a student, but where I am, I can fix some gadgets for people.
Good.
That just
Okay. So if you can fix gadgets for people, where do you think a customer need or motive lies? Your customers, where do you think it lies among these four? Two aspects you think it lies there.
the function and emotional,
Why do you think so?
because they need their spoiled gadgets to work, and when it starts working fine, they feel good about it.
Thank you. So you now realize that with this knowledge, you become a different gadget repairer, right?
Yeah.
So, David, what are you into clearly? So where do you think your people fall into, your target audience, what do you think they fall into here?
Yeah, fall into functional and emotional.
Emotional, why do you think so, sir?
For functional, as far as I run the service for them, and they get impressed and happy, and also want to always come back when I satisfy them.
Good. Perpetua, are you here with us? She says she's not here. So you must always, this is the first point of contact. What do they need to solve? Is it functional or emotional? When somebody calls me right now, hello, Mr. Abraham, how are you doing? This and this and this. What comes to my mind? Where does this person belongs to? Functional, social, emotional, or financial? That was going through my mind. That's why when I reply people answers, people wonder, so how do you know this thing so much? How come you're so precise in your answers, your solution? You know what? I have grouped you into where I have to group you into. But most of us don't even know the aspect our customers belongs to. We don't even know their motive. We don't know the job that they want to do. Why are they reaching out? We don't even know. And that's why at times, someone that need a functional solution, you are selling financial solution to the person. The person that need a social solution, you are offering that person an emotional solution. Do you now see why your business is not moving? Are you not going to see why it's as if your business, your village people are the one chasing inside your business? No.
No.
So after that,
No.
after I'm looking at the next one, pain point. What is that thing? What is that thing that is annoying them? What is troubling them? What is that thing causing them financial loss right now that is making them want to reach you to ensure that they are emotionally okay, they are financially secured, they don't want to spend more. They need that functionality in their business to do well, to ensure they increase their market share. These are questions you ask yourself. Now you will do your pain points. Next, you'll be looking at also here will be what? The gains. What is that thing they want that will make them satisfied and say, yes, thank you for your service you've done. These now be thinking of their social benefits, gains. What do they want to gain? Well, if you don't get these things right, you realize that raising money for your business is just a mirage. It's just something you think one day you will get it through. It just becomes something that you just feel anyhow. It's not working. No. Remember I said something today. Clarity brings speed. I said so. Clarity brings speed. Clarity brings speed. I said that before. So if clarity brings speed, so how do you go about everything? That remains the main questions. How do you go about everything around you. So now you're able to identify this. Someone that want to take Uber. Now, if you want to take a boat, where does it fall into? Is it functional, social, emotional, or financial? You're taking the boat app now. You want to order boat somewhere. Where does it fall into? And it's a general question, please. If no answer, we'll just close from here and everybody just share the grace and we'll go.
It's functional and financial, sir.
Functional and financial. Okay. So why do you think so, my brother?
Well, because I weigh the boat he has to take it from one point to another, which is functional. Then financial, it involves my money for that service to be implemented.
Okay. One more person, please.
I think it's functional and financial too, I think.
Okay. No, not
Because
think.
you have to, I think it's more functional because you have to convey that person to where the person needs to be.
Okay. Good. We're spoken right. So you now realize that if you're able to think this way in business, when anybody calls you, your head should go. What does he need? Is it functional, emotion, financial, solution? This is where people lose in business. Even though, let's say Salas is into crypto right now, everybody does not need financial solution from you. So people need emotional solution so that to know that where can I keep money to be safe. Now somebody is not calling you. So because you've been wired your mind to only financial only, as they call you, start thinking, okay, you know what? The crypto dip will soon come up. The interest of the crypto is this. I feel like this guy is normal. I'm talking about emotion. I have to solve my emotional security for my money. You're telling me about financials. And when you meet somebody like me, they're able to group his need into a particular aspect. I get that customer faster than you. Let's move to the next one. So this aspect, we're looking at what? The value position. This will now be looking at things like, what do you want to offer? What do you want to offer? That will be the questions right now. The question right now will now become, what do you want to offer? And how do you want to offer that thing? That should be the questions right now. So it now becomes, what do you want to offer? Where do you group this offering? Is it tangible? Is it digital products? Is it services? You need to group them down. So you're doing all these things in your business. By the time you are now looking for capital, telling someone that, sorry, I need money for my business. I want to do X, Y, Z for my business. I'm 100% sure you can be able to raise this fund in your businesses. After that, the next one I'll be looking at also will be your pain and reliefs. How do you intend? How do you intend to do what? How do you intend to offer those your customers? This product is linked to this. You can see what I'm doing, right?
Yes, sir.
This product is linked to this. Why this pain really linked to this? How will your product in terms of money and effort, make this customer not to be angry anymore? How will the performance and solutions for better performance meet this person's emotional need? How will it meet this person's social class need? How will this very one here meet this person's functional need? These are things you should think of in your business. After that, we'll be looking at what? The last one, which talked about what? Gain creators. Gain creators. Gain what? Creators. How will your price? Yeah. How do you fix your pricing so that this person can get financial gain from your cost, your pricing? Accessibility. Can this person gain social accessibility? How often can they reach you when it comes to your business? Quality and quantity. What is the benefit? Is it measurable? Your specifications. How does it reach person functionalities? These are questions you should ask yourself in your business. Have you ever gone to buy TV on a TV stand or anything? You see them, they'll tell you the specification of the product. They write it. Have you seen that? You must buy a gadget or a phone or something, they'll tell you specification. What do? Sure, you read that specification before you pay. I mean, they are trying to tell you what they will do for you. So please, after doing this, then you cannot be looking up. You cannot be looking at the areas of what? I'll stop sharing my slide because we're done with the slide aspect. Then you cannot start asking yourself the questions, looking at the areas of how to raise. Please, sorry, I had a call for my brother. Where do I do this from now? Okay, good. Please, are we together? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, sir.
After doing those things, let me ask, from what we've discussed so far for the past an hour plus, do you see that money, capital, as we all think is the main thing in business? Do you think that capital is not the main thing in business to start your business? Hello?
No.
Hello.
From what we've discussed so far, do you think money is why you've not started, or money is why you've not really done a lot in what you want to do?
No, sir.
No. Everywhere I
Yeah.
teach, people are like, I never knew. I never saw it from this perspective, Mr. Abraham. So when people are saying pay for consulting, pay for coaching, there are some things you need to just pay to understand.
Absolutely.
You might go and read all these things in Google. Really, see, do you know what a consultant or a coach do for you? It helps you, it shows you a puzzle that have been already organized. All the knowledge you think you are getting everywhere and anywhere is scattered in your brain. A consultant will now come to help you do what? Let me show you, this is a plane. Let's say this is you here, plane. You have 0, 0, 0. All the knowledge you are getting is this, yeah. Do you know what a coach do for you? It helps you link all these things together. That's what they do. But some of us will not pay for training. We feel, what is the person teaching that I cannot teach myself? What is the person doing that I cannot do? Because of this, we are average. Because of this, we are stuck. Because of this, self-doubt starts creeping in. Because of this, we look as if we are successful, but we are not progressive. In my training today, I charge 250,000 naira, 300,000. If you don't pay, I'm not begging, pay. I'm not trying to convince you why you should pay or you should not pay. But once I'm always sure, those that attend my trainings and co-work with me, there's always going to be a paradigm shift in your thought. I mean, a paradigm shift is about here. Money making is here, not here. Because whatever you can process is what this hand will not start doing. So let's look at getting out of debt. Debt is a sinking sand. A sinking sand does not have a base. You keep going down. And how do you minimize first? Let's share with us. What is our take about debt? Let me hear from us, please. Let's discuss. I'm hearing you. I just want to pick T here. What is your own idea about debt? Let's talk about debt now. Everybody, contribution, please.
All right. So, Mawanda, let's hear from you. After that, hear from Chinedu, then David.
Yes, please.
What do you think about debt? What's your take on debt?
About debt. About
Yes.
the debt.
Debt, yes.
Debts in business, right?
Yeah, debt in business.
Okay. I may think of the debt as may I say it is sum of money that I owe.
Okay, so do you think it's necessary in business? What do you think? You think it helps a business? Because we've heard about good debt and bad debt. All right. So do you think, is it good loan and bad loan, as the case may be? So do you think it really helps a business? What's your take? Mawanda, are you still with us?
I can hear you. So, do you think it helped a business?
Okay. Since we are not hearing from Mawanda, Chinedu.
Good morning again.
Yeah, good morning.
That is just
That what?
the amount of money.
Hello. Hello.
Mawanda.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, you're back. All
Yes.
right.
Yes, I'm back.
So I was trying to ask Chinedu, just a minute. Mawanda was asking what if you think debt is good for a business or not?
Yeah. It's not good for the business. I don't think it's not good for the business.
Okay, so Mr. Chinedu, over to you. Go ahead. You were explaining something to us.
Okay, debt is just simply the money that you owe or the one that people owe you. So if in terms of business, then it's not good because you need those money to run your business. And when the debt is, the business can fold up.
So if it's in what term? You say if it's in terms of business, it's not good. So in what terms is it good?
Maybe let's assume now that the business itself wants to take loan now to improve. I would say that it's good if they're going to utilize it. But if let's say the business is offering some service and the customers are not paying, then it's bad because they cannot sustain themselves.
Okay, so Mr. Gabriel, David, you're up.
All right. Good morning, everyone, once again. Well, for me, as I said earlier when I started, I said personally I don't like debt. It's not one of the things that I like. So because for me, the concept about debt to me is it has a way of affecting your thinking pattern. It has a way of, when you are not, when your mind, that's a way of making your mind imbalanced. Okay, for instance, you have a goal to achieve, but it's a pulling back force. You remember that, okay, well, let's limit it down to loan now. Maybe you have a loan they have to pay on the 30th of the month, and it's almost 30th, and you have a goal, something to achieve. in as much as you have that idea, that goal to achieve, that's the worry of, okay, how can I pay this debt, as well drifting you back. So for me, debt is not a good thing. I know someone like Robert Kiyosaki always talks about good debt and bad debt, but in my own opinion, I don't. There's nothing like good debt or bad debt. As much as I can, talking personally now, I try to avoid, because I've seen cases like, I've been in cases like that where one or two times I was in debt, or yeah, and I know what it did to my mindset. I know sometimes you're not be able to concentrate, especially for you that you have a good conscience of, okay, how can I pay back? You're not really focused on something, you're just worried and the like. So for me, debt is not something that is good for the business. So as Mr. Abraham has said, that so that capital is not just our money. So leverage on other things, and before you think of debts.
Okay, thank you so much. The truth is, a lot of people, the issue of debt can be very, very relative. A lot of people have different opinions about debt. But as a financial consultant, one of the first things I tell people, especially when someone comes to me and says, I want to learn Forex, the first thing I ask him is, are you in debt? First. And the reason is because I would really support what you just said, Mr. David. It has a way of messing up with your mind. It puts a whole lot of pressure on you, right? So to me, I mean, a lot of people have their own opinions, but if you are in debt, a lot of the chances of making more wrong decisions financially is higher, right? So, but I'm just a participant here. Our coach is Mr. Abraham. Over to you, sir. You're muted, sir. Unmute your mic, sir.
Okay, good. So I allowed us to contribute, so I could see, so we should get talking and see things from everywhere we're going to do. See, if you can stay away from debt, please stay away from debt. There's no nonsense like good debt or bad debt, please. Please, please, debt is debt, business is business, there's no shortcut. But what he was trying to say, where most people get that thing wrong, was that even though you must collect debt, collect loan in business, please, can you permit me to be eating as I'm working? Because I have a very long day and I'm not eating this morning. I'm just here, but we can continue. So even though you are to take money for your business, it should be for expansion, not for operations. Don't make that mistake to go and borrow money to rent office space. Don't make that mistake to go and borrow money to buy t-shirts, to do websites. It's foolishness. It's madness. It's evil. And it shows that there's nothing working in this head. The only fine loan is allowed is for expansion, meaning you're already in business. Let's say this is a cup of tea, and you need this tea here is a component of milk and other things. And the main thing you need to do this tea, let me ask you, this is a cup, this is a spoon. I have milk, I have Milo here. What is the main important thing I need to rent next?
I think water.
Water, good. So me going to collect a loan of 100 naira to buy water to add to this thing, does it make sense?
No.
You say?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Why? Everybody has kept quiet too. I have the milk here. I need water to add. Go on.
Let's assume now that you are somebody that is selling tea, and then you need the water to your tea so that you can sell it. You can take the loan and buy the water and sell it, you know. But that's just it.
This guy's a real Igbo man. Look at the angle he came out from. Look at the angle he came out from. Good. So, but some people, because they want to drink tea, they're going to burn me to buy water. I drink the water and drink the tea. And now, home, man, I just drank tea this morning. No. You get that money, you buy water because it can what? Generate more money to pay off what you've gotten.
No, you're right.
So please, you can, like in my business today, those of you that have seen my farm, let me share something with us here quickly as we proceed. Yeah. Okay, leave this place here. Just a second. I don't know if you can see my screen.
You can.
Good.
This is your
what I
farm
used to
that
do my
I've
farm.
always been eyeing since.
Okay. This is what I used to build my farm. Let me show you something quickly. I'm very meticulous person when it comes to money. So I can look extravagant on social media. You see me travel everywhere, eat. When it comes to spending, I carry a calculator. So these are all the expenses in my farm. How much is here?
Wow.
21 million.
That's what I spent to build my farm, not operations spent to build. There you could see here. What do you say? This is pre-operational, Abby.
Yeah.
And to now make the farm start working, this operational. How much is here?
4.4.
4.4 plus 21.7. That's about 20. That's
about 26.
26 million. That's what I used to start. That's what I used to start my farm.
Wow.
So if you divide that by 3 years, meaning that farm cannot pay me that money in the next 3 years. But guess what? The whole money in my farm, I don't owe anybody any money. That's why when I finished building my farm in April, we started operations in November. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Imagine I borrowed that money. What would have happened? Pressure from nowhere. I want to get that now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Pressure from nowhere would have started coming. Because I start calling me, Alpha, that money I give for that business, you've not started. Please, let's try and start selling those things off. You know you're not ready to start. That's why I was able to lock down that farm for more than 4 months, going to 6 months, doing nothing. Do I want to do something? Yes, I didn't want it to start immediately, but for some reason, the money was not coming. Let me tell you something. Some people spend money to look rich, while some people are rich. Do you know that? Some people spend money to look rich. Like they just want to just show that, hey, man, you know what? I'm rich. I get money. Whereas they have nothing. So the point here is that, please, I'm begging you, you can stay off from. I know the kind of peace I enjoy in my business. So, like, why I mean peace? I'm not holding anybody. Whether bank or individual, I'm not holding. But the same used to be in debt before. Me, I used to be, let me share a story with you. In 2014, I was working in a bank. And I started my company, the Smile Planet Cleaning Companies. So, somebody wanted to give me a contract to clean Federal Secretariat. Those of you that know Abuja very well.
Yeah.
Federal Secretariat. I was going to clean the minister wing. So they said I should go. I was told that I should go and bring my PENCOM, NHIT certificate, and every other thing. So I ran. I borrowed money. My 950,000, 900,000 at that time. That's 2015. 2 digits. Me, please, if you have to borrow any money, don't borrow any fund that is more than That's more than anything that make it get to 10, 11, forget it. Any loan you are borrowing, if you must borrow, be below 9, from 0 to 9. Negotiate that it should be around 0 to 5%. Don't let pressure make you take a loan of 6% or 7%, 8%, 9. 9 is close to 10. Are we learning at all?
Yes, sir.
Because it makes no sense you're taking a loan of 1 million and they take to pay 10%. That's 100K monthly. How much is your income in that business first? It's as good as if somebody is giving you money, if somebody is giving you oxygen, it's closing your nose. You should not breathe. That's what they are doing now. So don't collect loans that are 10%, 9, 8. See, always negotiate from 0 to 5. That spot. Only negotiate that spot. Because the higher the interest, the more the pressure.
Yes, sir. That's true.
What is your sales turnover in a month? You want to collect loan to go and buy a production machine of, let's say, $2,000. Your income, what that thing will generate for you every month is around $2. And the interest of $2,000 about $20. You are dead. It's dead on arrival already. Because you'll be working for the loan, not for your business again. But when you buy the equipment, people will be praising you. Mr. Mawata just bought a new equipment. You see that thing he bought? That guy is rich. That guy is doing well. But in your bedroom, in your toilet, when you are alone, you're like, man, what do I even do? But on social media, they are praying for you. I know you make us proud. I'm so very sure. I know from day one, I know you're my mentor. Your mentor is on that comment.
Serious torment.
So please, you get the point. Please. I know I tell you banks. Where I work in a multinational organization. I have access to banks. They told me, Abraham, you come and take 10 million naira. You know, we're not to give you money. They'll talk you. They'll romance your ear. You won't forget your sense. But when I come to payment, they'll tell you, according to the agreement, according to the terms signed, now they'll just tell you sign here. When you are getting money, they'll tell you sign here, sign here, sign here. But when it's not time to collect the money, now we're referring to according to chapter 1, that paragraph, that small A of the agreement. You will read that. So please, stay away from loan. If you cannot, one that we can get money for your business, you look for joint ventures. Some people have money. How to spend is their problem. They don't even know what to invest in. That is why you need to go back to business model canvas. Structure what you want to do. So we meet the kind of people that have money, they're looking for a way to put the money, they'll give it to you. Are we together, please?
Yes.
This is what you should do. One way to get out of debt is, please minimize your operational expense. Some people, their expense is bad. What is it? So there are some people, their expense is what? Bad. There are some people, expense why they are dying. In as much I have funds to use, but I'm very careful the way I spend. Are we together, please? Are we learning at all?
Yes, we are. We are learning well.
Good. I have an apartment in Germany. Even I'm in Nigeria. Every time I travel abroad, I stay there. Now, let me show you all something. A second. Try to upload. Good. So I'm trying to get something, an email. Just give me a second. I'm trying to bring out something because it will help us see the point I'm trying to buttress here right now. Right. Good. Okay. I'm close to the place now. So this is what I've been paying in my apartment over there overseas. These are my monthly bills. You see because over there you keep record. Now, in January, this was the bill they sent to me. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, we can see.
What can you see?
Just the screen that is showing all the bills. It's not open yet.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Okay, yeah.
Good. So these are my rents for January this year. 392 euro. There are 250,000 in my house over there. Property bill, electricity, water, heating for my house in overseas. I allow this one slide. Then this is for March. We're in March now.
Yes.
Can you see my slide now? Can you see what I just pop up now?
No, it has not popped up.
You can see for March, right?
Yes.
People that are close to me that have been in Nigeria throughout this month, but you still pay. Nothing concerns them. You send me 380 euro as rent. That's about 45,000 naira in Nigeria. That's what I pay every month, even though I'm in Nigeria. Yeah. What did I do? I sat myself down there first and asked myself, well, how many times have you been in this country? Even though I'm planning to travel back soon. How often do I use this apartment? I'm going to why we need to cut down our expenses. I can also pay this bill, nothing is there, but it doesn't make sense. This is what I wrote to them. What my mail to this lady. Good. So I told them that, I don't know if can you see my email?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. I would love to know why my monthly rent is 333 euro instead of with extra 31 euro. And since February, I have not been around. Thank you for your feedback. Here's this lady's reply. Good. She now replied me why it has gone up. Then I now replied that back. Let me see what's my last chat. Good. And I told her, I write her that and I told her, fine, I would like to move out from the apartments. So well, he said, good morning. If you want to move out, you get it because because in that place you have to deposit 600 euro. That about 600 times 630 is how much? That about 400 and something thousand naira. Blah blah that. I can, because the agreement I had with the company, cover the company gives you has not allowed. It's since September this year. So you can now move out by May. Look at my reply. It's fine by me. I'll move out by May, which is 2 months notice. I will work towards the date. Thanks. Have a restful weekend. Please, you must learn how to cut down your expenses. You must do what? Learn how to cut down your expenses. I'll be traveling in a few months' time. Before the date, I'll be moving out from my house over there. I'm going to look for a cheaper apartment of about 200 euro. That's about 150,000 a month, and pack in there. Because I'm always sure that I can be here 2 months, abroad 2 months. I schedule there and there. So let me get something that is within my budget. I like that place. But because I'm not any from that country, I cannot be working in Nigeria, sending money overseas to pay rent when I can get an afforded apartment there. So back to us here. Trim your appetite. What did I say? Trim your appetite. You have nobody to impress. Every time you try to impress people with money, you put yourself into more financial struggle. Go together, please. If nobody can come to where you stay or visit you, please let them stay in their house. Let them do what? Let them stay in their house. In your office, please go and look for where you can. Go and look for where. In your office, go and look for where you can get who you can share office space with. In my office, people come there and work him up. They pay me about 25,000 naira every month, 30,000 naira every month. They have just one table and chair. I say use it there. I don't give you internet too, but you can use my office for your office meeting. You pay 30,000 naira every month. Those are smart people in their head. But people are looking for money to go and rent an office space right now. So you must learn to reduce what? Your appetite. Buy what you need, not what you think you want. Buy what you need. And that need should be, see, anything you are buying now should be able to generate, should be able to do what? Generate what you are doing. My laptop spoiled. I went to go and buy a Mac last month before I came to Nigeria because I do a lot of things with my systems. So I needed a rugged system. So who see me owning an Apple Mac? We fear, I mean, this guy's a big boy. He gets money, he has arrived, he has come, right? No, it's because my laptop is the means where I can do and reach other people. That's why I'm investing in it. Are we together, please?
Yes, sir.
So this is what I believe. I strongly believe that we need. I strongly believe that we need urgently. And one way we can get out of debt is to stop borrowing. I used to make that mistake before. One way to get out of debt is to what? Stop borrowing. You cannot borrow to finance debt. You must understand that. Sorry, excuse me. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
You cannot borrow to finance debt. I was there. I was saying that's how the money I borrowed jumped up from 900,000 to 1.2 million. The corner that I was told to get before I say Jack Robinson, good luck lost election. Buhari came, changed everybody in the ministry there. Now I have my certificate I've gone to do on my hand. On the other hand, I'm stuck. What do I now do? Foolish me. I'm going to borrow money, about 11% to pay the other people that I borrowed money from. So you now move from 90,000 naira monthly to about 120,000 naira monthly interest. Before I could say Jack Robinson, I was about debt of about 3 million naira. Because I could not get my interest rate right. Because I was borrowing to service a debt. I'm saying, whenever I borrowed that money that time, I used money personally to go and pay. For instead of the money I borrowed, I had to go and pay rent. So some people borrow money and divert it for that reason. So when you borrow money to buy water, to do tea for your business, and from reason you're supposed to need, you need 2 water maximally to enable you produce this tea well. That will give you the money that we use to pay back this money. You want to go and buy 1 water and you buy 1 palm wine, or you buy 1 wine, Dom Piro, and you drink the wine to show that you've arrived. Please, that wine you drank, please, instead of you buying one, go and buy glucose or Lucozade Boost. Because when the wahala come, you need energy to withstand that. That wine you drank, please buy 1 wine, buy 1 Lucozade Boost. So that can give you energy. So when they are calling you, shouting for you, you might have to have enjoyed the money. So people borrow money, loan, you send from inside to your family member. It's foolishness. You are diverting the fund already. People borrow money because one girl or one boy or your friend tell that they are broke. You send 20,000 from the business money. What do you just do? The interest you are paying is 35,000, meaning you will start running a tax to go and borrow, look for 20,000 to complete that money. Isn't it? Pressure has come. So if you don't have the financial discipline enough to borrow and ensure that you keep in track while you are borrowing, don't borrow. You must have that discipline that if I'm borrowing this 1,000 naira for this purpose, I must use it for this purpose. Not, and they give you this one, you're going 500 naira to go and do something else. They're now looking for one magic to now make it work. No. From what we've learned so far, if you are going to borrow money right now for the business model canvas and version, sure you know where you put the money right now, right?
Absolutely.
So please, these are the areas I just want to share with all this. There's a lot I can share, but I really need to call it up now because I'm going to Nasarawa and that Maraba Yanyan road is going to be choked up this morning. I hope I've not been able to confuse you. I've been able to share with you some few things I think is useful. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. Please, if you gain value, I really want you guys to tell him thank you. Tell our guest speaker thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Wow, it has been awesome.
Thank you so much.
Okay, questions. Let me take some questions. If you have questions, share with me if I leave.
All right, questions. Bring the questions coming.
All right, sir. So I think one of the topics was how to get out of debt. Now, I mean, you're already in debt now. What's your counsel? How can someone get out of debt speedily? What are the strategies to use to come out of debt?
You need to know how much you are holding as debt. That is the first way out. You need to know how much you are holding as debt. Some people don't know how much they are holding. And how does that happen? Let me take water, please. How does that happen? Maybe I borrow from Salas 100K, David 100K, Madua, Mawada 200,000. So some people are scared to calculate how much they are holding as debt. So what you should do, please go get a plain paper like this. Write the name of all your debtors. Write the amount you're holding them. Rule under. Write sum total. Put the amount there. 1. Tell yourself that I'm not going to borrow again in the next 24 months. In the next 12 months, I'm not going to borrow again. When they call you, one way you can remove the pressure, when they call you, tell them, please, can I come and see you? See, these are what I did to leave debt to. Can I come and see you? Yes, come over, my mother, let's talk. Whenever can come, they'll be shouting at you. Please, Mr. Wada, I know you helped me. The money you give to, what money do you use in your country, please?
Shillings.
Mother, what is your currency?
Shillings.
Mm-hmm.
We use shillings.
Good. I must tell you, Mr. Mahanda, you know what? I'm only you 1,000 shillings or 2,000 naira. Please, if you kill me right now, I can't pay you that money. If you arrest me, I don't have money to pay you in prison. What do? We need a payment schedule. You must learn to negotiate with your debtors. Negotiate with them. Not you hiding, not you off your phone, or you stop going to the church that they go, or you see them coming, you go and pass on that place. You stop nothing. Or you switch off your phone, or they call you. I'm in the meeting, I'll call you, but where else in your house? These are things I've gone through. You call them, please, let's talk. I'm only you 1,000 shillings. I would love to be paying you this 1,000 shillings, 100 shillings every two weeks. I beg of you. There is no court in this life that will jail you, because even in the court of law, the worst case scenario, they'll tell you, what's your repayment plan? How do you want to pay the money back? But because we don't understand these things, because we bring emotions and fear in, we are scared to negotiate our debt. So tell them, please, I know I'm holding you sincerely. I know. Sincerely, I know I've breached the trust you have for me. Sincerely, I know I have misbehaved. Sincerely, I know I've hurt you. But please. Sorry. My secretary is calling me. I'm just pick this call, please. Hello? Morning, how are you doing? Please, I'm having a session right now. Let's work with 11 or 11:30. I'll drive that direction to the office side to pick you. Okay, no problem then. I'll come that direction. I'll also run from the program. Thank you. Sorry, it's my secretary. I was supposed to go to the farm with her this morning. So, you must learn to first know the amount of debt you are willing. Have a prepayment plan. Have that repayment or your creditor. Don't go and start saying, okay, so what do you think we should do about this paying you this money now? I'll break your head. You should come with me with a plan. Mr. Gabriel, I'm only you 200,000. I know I've embarrassed you. I know I've gone against what we are agreed on. Please, can you give me from now till May ending? Every 2 weeks, I'll be paying you 20,000 naira every 2 weeks. And you must have on your own map out how you're going to get that 20,000 every 2 weeks. So, not that because some debtor, they are very bold. They'll tell you, is it a new thing? Am I the only one holding money? Even Nigeria government, even federal government.
No country to borrow money.
Thank you. No country is full of debt. Please, I beg, don't disturb me. No. So after having that, after calculating your debt, work out a repayment plan. If you're only more than 3 people money right now, alternate the payment with them. I'm going to pay Salas next month, 20,000 naira, and I will pay Madawa next 2 months. And you know what you do? When you're in debt, try to maintain relationship with your people. Don't make them enemy. Because Because the way we are so close to even ask me will be difficult because you know that I'm down. You can see me like if I carry this guy, shake him like this, he cannot give me that money. But if for reason I'm owing you, I stop talking to you, I stop picking your call, and you now see me on Facebook wearing suit. Like, okay, this guy is doing well. You start calling me, how far? That money. So what do? Try to have a relationship with people you're holding money to. Bro, how you doing? Salas, how about you? I say, I just check on you. How today? I hope you are fine. Okay, I'm not just, you got money. This guy is mad. He's only me asking me, how am I doing? How will I be doing fine? No. Don't let that gap come between them. These are the mistakes I made when I was in debt. I teach practical in my sessions. So don't put that gap there. Choke them. Give them that close marking relationship. From talk to talk, nobody is his money. I've noticed his money. I'm very hungry. In his mind, this guy will pay me the money. He's going to pay me next week. If it's institutions, bank, you cannot have with the bank. So you need to work your ass out to keep to the date you agree with them. And one thing, why people come to debt again, when people borrow you money, return it back. Don't feel after all, start have an office now. So is this common 100K you see be looking for? No, it's not common. Because you borrow the money from him that you're going to return the money back to him, right? So when it's time to pay. Don't let your mind tell you, it's not Abraham. Abraham that say, have a house in Germany, I have a farm. It's come up 50,000 that you'll be asking for. And you have the money, you're not going to use money for something here. What happened? You're a debt already. So please pay. Now you've done that. The other thing you need to do to walk away from debt, stop thinking about your debt. So some people, they so carry this debt wala in their head that every part of their life is, thought become things. Whatever you think about often multiply. We are all men here. Maybe you must have seen the girl you like. For some reason, why you think about her every time? For some reason, you keep thinking about her the more. Try to ease your mind of the stress of paying back. Because once you know how much you are willing, you have a repayment plan, you build a relationship with your debtors, and you are committed to paying them back, the pressure will go down. Because thinking will not solve it. Thinking will not pay them. But strategy is what will pay them. So you need a clear head to strategize on how to pay your debt. So that one that you're carrying a very long face, like if you want to die tomorrow morning, will not pay that debt too. Are we learning at all?
Yes.
So I believe I've answered your question. Although it's begin to look like a class again.
Mr. Kepra, David, I hope your question was properly answered.
Yes, to the fullest, yes.
Okay. And to further buttress that, I think 2 years ago I was in a similar situation and heavily indebted as well. And the truth is you can't run away from it. You shouldn't run away from it. The first thing is, I believe Mr. Abraham have shared the exact plan, because I was about to say the same thing. When I fell into debt, the first thing I did was to consult my lawyer and explain, okay, see, this is the situation I'm in. How do I get out of it? And the first thing they will always tell you is have a repayment plan first. And stay committed to it. Like Mr. Abraham said, there is no court in this world that will jail you. If you go, the worst case scenario is even when you go to the court, they are going to ask you, well, how do you plan to pay? So you must have a repayment plan. And the truth is, the more you think about it, the more you get depressed. You get heavily depressed. So I think Mr. Abraham did justice to that. Let me not beat the matter furthermore. So if you have any more questions, because it's been an amazing session, I must say, it's been an amazing session. Do we have any other question? Because our time is fast spent. We're supposed to end this meeting by 10:30, and this is almost 11. Do we have any other questions? Mawanda from Uganda.
Yes, please.
I believe it's clear. I believe you got insights on how to raise business capital and how to get out of any debt you're presently in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Chinedu, you joined us
That was the
halfway.
bit now.
Okay, Mawanda, you were saying something?
No, I was because I'm just grateful for the session, because it is a scenario one of my prisoners is going into, and actually it's amazing that you're discussing it, and this guy I was captured in just days. But the problem with our people is a repayment plan. And it is a solution, because everyone wants to hear about that. Whosoever is, is demanding, really wants to know how you're going to pay back. And this is a problem that people have that are into debt. So thank you very much for presenting that. I'm so appreciative for that.
All right, thank you. So another thing you need to understand about the repayment plan, don't, because you are so interested in having a repayment plan, don't promise what you can't deliver.
Mm-hmm.
If you owe 100,000 shillings or 100,000 naira, let the person understand, okay, presently I'm earning about 30,000 naira. I don't mind giving you 20,000 naira every month for 5 months. Make the person understand, because if you say, okay, I'm going to be giving you the 30,000 every month for 3 months, the truth is, how are you going to survive? Because like Abraham said, it's only your debtor can only pay you when he's alive. If your debtor is dead, the money is gone. So make sure whatever plan you're making is not entirely on 100% of your salary if you're a salary earner. Don't do that. One of the things I did, one of the things that got me out of debt while I was indebted, I got into one affiliate marketing program. I think that's one of the programs a lot of people know me for, Million Money. And what I did with one of them, I said, okay, this is what we are going to do. I'm going to pay for you to get started. We'll take that out of the bill. If you invite somebody and the person pays, the first person will pay, the second person I'll pay for him. So when the person pays, he pays to you. So we'll just be alternating. The first person will pay to me, I'll fund the account. The second person I'll pay for him. And we did that until I cleared about 3 people's debts with that action. I pay one, you pay one, I pay one, you pay one, I pay one, you pay one. And before you know what was up, I was done. I cleared all of that using that. So another thing is look for opportunities, affiliate opportunities. Affiliate opportunities was another thing that really helped me. Look for affiliate opportunities where all you need to do is to put in effort, sell a particular product, and get some commission. As much as possible, after re-strategizing, scheduling your payment plan, look for multiple streams of income, multiple streams, such that you are not going to, it's not going to choke whatever you're presently doing. Look for multiple streams. That was one of the major things that helped me. I went fully into, I put all my whole strength on the throttle and I went all out. I created the most content on the platform. I think I was if you can check it now, I'm the highest content creator on that platform, Million Money. And that was one of the things that, opened the floodgates. So put a lot of energy in whatever it is you find to do. Look for multiple streams of income, have a repayment plan. And if you owe more than one person, obviously, like Mr. Abraham said, look for a system that is paying all of them. Now, what a lot of people will tell you is start paying the most expensive first. No, that's not true. Start paying, if you owe 3 people, one person 100,000, one person 50,000, the other person 20,000. Try to clear the 20,000 as fast as possible. Once you take that out, you discover that you're on less pressure. Then after that, try to take out the 50,000. Then after that, you have enough motivation to take out the 100,000. So that would be reflected on your payment schedule. So I'm sure we all got a lot of value. Mr. Gabriel.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure we put the spotlight on what you actually wanted to get. I'm sure you got value from the meeting, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So I think it's money well spent for all of us. And if you have friends that are presently in this situation, very shortly, we are going to make the training available. And for the sake of the mistakes from our end, we made this class 100% free. And that was because we had a wrong date on our time schedule on our poster. It was supposed to be 26th. All right, okay, before Mr. Abraham is about to leave. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure. I hope to connect with you during the week. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, bye. Bye, everybody.
All right, everybody say bye to our guests.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. This is a breakfast meeting, and I'm the host, Silas Umekwe. This meeting holds once every month. It's a monthly meeting. And because I'm a crypto coach and also a life coach, what I try to do is I alternate the meetings. The first month, business, the next month, crypto, next month, business, next month, crypto. So next month, we are going to be looking at a crypto topic that will be released during the course of next week. And our date for next month's meeting is on the 30th of April. On the 30th of April, the flyers will be out and the topic also will be out. So by all means, let's make it a date. I'm sure you gained value. I'm sure you gained value because myself, I have a lot of digging to do. I'm going to sit down again and eat this video. I will eat this video. It was way beyond what I expected. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for honoring this invitation. Thank you for being a part of this meeting. Trust me, you're just a part of something huge, something very huge. Thank you very much, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to always drop it to my chat box. My number is on the flyer that got you connected here. And you can always visit my website, www.silasumekwe.com. So until the 30th of next month, when I come your way again, thank you and bye for now.